This is Linda West with Living Live, and I am here with David Frankel. Now, he has invented a product. Why don't you just show us that product real quick?
It's called the Perky Collar.
Perky Collar. So what does it do, and what's it all about?
Sure. It's a collar support system for dress shirts.
Okay.
And I designed it because a lot of times people are going away from the tie. So without the tie, the collar is left doing a lot of funky things. Sometimes they lay flat like this.
Yeah,
Sometimes one up, one down. Sometimes
the
placket starts to fold down. It's just all over the place. So the product gives you a consistency, a high collar professional look every time. It's actually worn under the collar.
You have it on there. Okay.
But no one knows you have it on. Which
so
is
it's
nice
hard to see. It's clear plastic.
Yeah.
And
it goes all the way from edge to edge. So all the way from the button, all the way to the buttonhole on the other side. And you can see from the product itself, it comes in a nice box, has a magnetic lid, so you can keep it in there, as well as store other accessories in here between uses. And this is what the tool looks like. And it sits under your shoulders, basically, lifting the collar up. So kind of give you a quick demonstration on myself.
Does it come in different sizes for different neck sizes? Or?
Right now, this is all one size.
Okay.
It's geared for a 15-inch to a 19-inch neck. So you can see without my device,
this
is what my shirt looks like.
Okay, it fell down.
Again, with the jacket, it magnifies the problem. So all you're doing to put it on is you lift the collar up, leave your collar stays in because that prevents the collar from curling. That's a different problem. That's a common misconception.
Okay.
Drop this down, leave the long tapered ends on top, and put your collar back down. The only adjustment you want to make is just make sure it's even. And now that same shirt, back to a nice high collar professional look.
I never thought about it. That I have seen it where some men, their shirts are down like that,
right.
And then that's really cool. When you were showing me what it was doing, I didn't notice it as much until you dropped it down.
Exactly right.
That's cool. Now I know you were on. You were tried out for Shark Tank.
I did.
Like
April
tell us
2017.
about that process. Like what was that like to audition for it, and like the process that you went through?
It's a long day. You have to fill up a lot of paperwork before you even get to the show.
Okay.
For the audition. I think it's like 15 pages. It was great to go through the process to examine your business, your financials. What are you asking for? What are your sales? What are your online social media presences? What are your handles? Just getting people to understand all the things that they want to decipher if this is a company worth investing in.
Okay.
We got there about 7:30 in the morning. There was a line already. We were number 172. And I think there ended up being like 280 or 300 people total that auditioned. We auditioned here in Charlotte.
Okay.
At CPCC, which is a local college.
Okay.
We stood in line from like 7:30 until about 11. They came around, gave us wristbands, and they said to come back at 11. Took my son to lunch, breakfast, I guess, at that time in the morning.
Yeah.
I took my 15-year-old son with me, just so he could have the experience as well. We came back at 1 o'clock, stood in another line, then had some presentations, and finally at 4 o'clock, after being there since 7:30 a.m., we got 2 minutes to pitch the product and explain what it is, how it works, what problem it is to solve.
And that was the first round?
That's round one.
Okay.
And they say, don't call us, we'll call you.
Okay.
So about 2 months later, that was on a Friday. On Tuesday, we got a phone call. Congratulations. We were one of our top 10% of all the companies auditioned.
Ooh, awesome. Congratulations.
Now it's time for round two. We're going to send you an email with exact list of criteria we want you to put into a video. You have until exactly 1 week from today to submit that video. Otherwise, you're disqualified.
Okay.
No stress there.
Yeah.
So you got to draft the script. You got to shoot the video. You got to edit the video. And it's got to be in their hands in California a week later.
Oh, wow.
So literally on Monday at 5:30 p.m., I sent a package to them overnight to California so I hit the deadline.
Oh my gosh.
So then after that you wait. So typically, it's a month, 2 months before you find out. I couldn't wait any longer. My son would come home after school every day.
Right.
Did you hear? Did you hear? Did you hear? I was like, no, our video is very cute. All my family was involved. I have 6 kids. All my kids were involved from 5 to 22 were in the video.
Okay.
We answered all the questions effectively. We made it fun. It was very candid. But unfortunately, they said no. They didn't give us any feedback whatsoever.
Oh, interesting.
But they said most companies don't get through the first time. So don't be discouraged. Hang in there and keep plugging away.
Okay.
So that's kind of what's left.
So where are you now?
Now we're just plugging away. We're in over 333 stores across the country.
Oh, congratulations.
We're still on Amazon. We have our own website, which is perkyllc.com.
Okay.
That's where all the products are being sold. We've now expanded the brand beyond just the Perky Collar. A little blurry. I don't know if that matters.
No, just keep going.
Okay. So we have the collar support system. We now have a pocket square holder as well, which prevents pocket
that's
squares from
cool.
unfolding and falling down. We've added the little bow tie lapel button, which is meant to be a little color accent to a wardrobe. It's actually a button, not a pin.
Okay.
We have holeless belts, because belts typically have 1-inch hole increments,
Okay.
but you don't gain weight or lose weight by 1-inch increments.
Right.
So this has a pivot buckle that you tilt the buckle and it allows you to adjust.
Okay.
We've just added what's called Magnatuck, which keeps your shirt from coming untucked. It's a magnet that goes in your shirt tail, and it hits against your belt to prevent your shirt from coming untucked.
Oh, interesting.
So now we're up to 5 innovative things on the website to solve problems people have getting dressed and looking professional each and every day.
So what's a good connection for you? Because immediately, as I'm hearing you, I'm thinking of somebody, I know somebody who, they make bow ties.
Okay.
Like, that's their business.
Right.
So to me, I think that would be a good connection for you,
Yes.
as you guys could become like power partners of some sort. Is that
Sure.
a good one for you?
Yeah, I mean, right now we've gone from just innovation. My wife got involved with the company about a year ago, and she started adding some handmade items.
Okay.
So she makes bow ties for us, but they're all pre-tied. She wasn't able to make the self-tie bow ties.
Okay.
I've recently connected with a gentleman here in Charlotte that could do self-tie bow ties. So now the self-tie bow ties is part of our collection.
Gotcha.
It's
Okay.
a P. Frank collection. And then we also connected with a company called button-up collar stays, which every shirt needs collar stays,
Okay.
because that prevents a collar from curling, like I mentioned earlier. But these are stainless steel, and they're not sharp. The sharp ones tear holes in your fabric.
Okay.
Plus, they have the added function that has a hook in the end to allow you to fasten buttons like on the top button, or sometimes buttons in your sleeve. If you have dexterity issues, arthritis, carpal tunnel, it's a real frustration if you're a man, you can't button your own shirts. You have to have a spouse or a family member help you.
Right.
So it allowed to give men some independence back. But fashion-wise, we now added pocket squares, pocket rounds, bow ties. My daughter even got involved in the business. She is a talented artist. She's a freshman at Mississippi State. And we took her paintings and photographed them, high resolution, sent the images to a company out of California that then put them on scarves. So that was kind of the first launch of a female side of Perky LLC, the brand. So they're all one of a kind. We don't duplicate any of our fashion stuff. In comparison to going to Dillard's or Macy's or any of the big box stores, Nordstrom's, it's all mass produced out of China, pocket squares, pocket rounds. So we wanted to make it, kind of take art and fashion, put it together, and make it limited edition. Alls are all one of a kind, which to me makes it more exciting to have a one of a kind pocket square versus it was made 50,000 times.
That's true. Now, last question.
Sure.
How did you come up with the name of Perky LLC?
That's a great question. I just thought of Perky as being a happy word. And you say Perky and you can't
I'm
help but
surprised
smile.
it wasn't taken.
We actually, I have the trademark on Perky, but I can't trademark Perky Collar, unfortunately, because the trademark office considers it obvious. But Perky LLC, and I didn't want to have just Perky, I wanted to throw the LLC in there too.
Yeah.
Just so you're not thinking of other things that are Perky. But it's just a simple word, and the website was available, social media was available, and
it's a fun name.
Men like the word, women like the word,
yeah.
And the clothing innovation side of it has really become, it's associated a lot with the word Perky, so it's not Perky. What is that? So by adding the innovation side as well, people are understanding. When you're Perky, you look good. You look happy. You look sharp.
Up like
exactly.
Perky is
exactly
like up, right? So you're like lifting the collar up.
Exactly right. Exactly right. So it's a perkified or perkied shirt. And when it comes to the fashion side, everything we do is bright colors, and bright colors are typically perky or brighter.
True,
so it kind of all kind of works together. And a lot of these things just kind of happen on their own, but we're excited about the brand extensions and helping people look their best we possibly can.
Okay, well that has another question then.
Sure.
So what do you see as being in the future, maybe a couple years down the line, now you're doing the scarves, like what else how far do you see you guys going?
Yeah, that's a great question. I don't know. I mean, I right now reach out to a lot of inventors all over the country because most of them don't want to do this full time. And they have a great product that solves a clothing related problem. Like we're talking about adding a belt loop company that adds belt loops to traditional pants so that your underwear doesn't show when you bend over. It's a problem I don't experience, but a lot of people do. So it's a matter of being open-minded, reaching out to people. And I have the network now, so now I'm trying to help other entrepreneurs all over the country. If they have a product related to clothing that solves a problem, I'm happy to bring them into my brand and help them get into stores and help them sell units and so on from there. So there's really no limitation.
Awesome.
If it's a problem related to clothing, we're interested in talking.
So there we go. If you are a person, or if you know a person who has a product that relates to clothing, reach out to him. Go to perkyllc.com. Check him out. They can contact you there.
Yep.
And your social media is
All of
Perky
them.
LLC. Just everything.
Yeah,
Go
Facebook,
everywhere.
Twitter,
Yeah.
Instagram, Pinterest, Tumblr,
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah, so if you're interested in anything with clothing, or just reach out to him and find out how maybe you guys can work together. That's the best way to do it.
Exactly.
Right?
With the holiday season coming up, it's nice to buy something that's innovative. You know, grandpa and mom and dad and husbands, they all have the same old, same old.
Yeah.
Buying innovation is a safe gift because you know they don't have the newest, latest innovative product.
Ooh, good point.
We're like the sharper image of
Yep.
clothing innovation.
I love sharper image.
do
Oh my
too.
God, amazing.
Like my favorite story, you walk in, you're there for hours. Like, this is a cool gadget. This is a cool
Yeah,
gadget.
yeah.
We're
I
the
like that
same
with
for
Bed
clothing.
Bath and Beyond too.
Yep,
I
exactly
never buy
right.
anything. I just go to look at everything.
Gotta play with all the toys.
That's so cool. Well, thank you so much. I really love what you do. I think I just see the possibilities are endless,
They are.
absolutely endless. And so keep doing what you're doing. Thank you so much.
It's a lot of fun. Entrepreneurship is a hard career to have.
Yes.
So, man, it's fun to meet great people like yourself. They're doing great things, getting the word out, and other entrepreneurs that are working hard and just trying to take it to the next level. So
Yeah.
it's really a lot to reach out and help other people as well and help them get started. Funding is always the hardest part.
Yeah,
And
and
there's no
that's-
solution for that. You just got to support each other.
And that's what's cool, is that you're providing a way for new people to be able to get out there by helping them, bringing them under your wing. So
Exactly.
I
A lot
love
of people
it.
help me, and I'm just trying to return the favor.
Yeah.
I had sales reps from different products talking to their store owners in Virginia and in Texas and in California, places I couldn't be all at the same
Right,
time.
right.
So it's my community give back to say, hey, you know what? If you have a product and you don't want to do it full time and you want to move the product, let me help you. Let's work together. Collaboration is definitely key
Yes.
to growing any company, any brand.
I love that. I believe in collaboration, cooperation, rather
Exactly
than
right.
competition.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
Very good.
Well, you guys
Thank
heard
you
it
so much
right.
for having me.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Go to perkyllc.com. Check them out. Thank you.
Take care.
Bye-bye.